So would you say going 100% is dropping your rest time in between, or is going 100% doing more drop sets, supersets? You know what I mean? To simplify all of that.
He peaked out on his bench today. He yesterday peaked out on his squats, but still did 70% because I held him for longer rest periods. I didn't let him go fast.
For me, I get more out of putting more protein in before my workout, and then the water is after, because I really want carbs and protein. I just don't want that much protein.
All right, so what do we got going on? Questions, guys, today. Hey, everybody that's one-on-one, me and Mo are doing the check-ins, so make sure you get those over. Also, Billy was crushing it today. I don't know if Jeffrey's getting up the video today of Billy doing chest. Can you talk about, you said something very important. This is everybody. This is all we're going to talk about. When I say 70%, what does it mean? Because then I go back and forth between, okay, now you got to go 100%, you got to go 70%. Can you kind of elaborate? Because you said, what does that mean?
I did say, what does that mean? Because in my vocabulary of working out, I go 100% or don't go. So, but I don't realize that 100% effort is shorter rests and doing more. Like not doing more, but doing stuff more constant, instead of like today, or when we did squats, we squatted a single rep up to, what was it, 405 or whatever.
How long did we rest in between?
A while, until we recovered, or until your body, or until personally we felt recovered. There wasn't any rush. It's not like we rushed to go through anything like we had to go to McDonald's or something.
Did you go to a top weight for the most reps you've done in a long time?
Yeah.
So they would think that was 100, but it wasn't.
It wasn't, and I didn't realize. I thought it was. Like, I'm with y'all. I thought I would think it would too, and that's why I had to have you explain it to me.
So today was a great live through for Billy, because I was holding the reins. He wanted to go. He's like, wait, what are we doing? Are we supersetting here? What are we doing here? We're doing a drop set here. We're going to go over here, and then we're going to jump off the building and crack somebody's head open. So Doug, today's workout was 100%. He probably jumped in a third of the workout between. So like I would go, Doug would go, Billy would go, Doug would go again, then I would go. And so he was like always going in between us and never in a line of three. He wouldn't go in his position. He'd always jump.
So let me ask you this, just to simplify it.
And he would drop set.
Yeah, when we got through the getting our nervous system lit up, then he started just ripping like the flies, drop setting fly stuff.
Fly was
insane,
sick.
Just insane. But he's just gigantic right now. So would you say going 100% is dropping your rest time in between, or is going 100% doing more drop sets, supersets in between? You know what I mean? To simplify, all of that.
All of it.
Okay.
So it'd be the drop sets. It would be faster. It would be supersets. It would be pushing the body to fatigue.
So this is only for specific training at certain times, as well as the 2-a-days or cardio every day, that kind of. So you're still in the same realm of stuff. You can't like we talked about. Like in my mind, I go 100% every time I'm in the gym, but in reality, like yes, it's 100%, but it's not 100%.
Right.
It's not 100%.
Yeah. So
because you can't sustain that for a long period of time.
A bodybuilder's 100% is different than a powerlifter's 100%. A powerlifter will go off in numbers. I'm doing 70% of what I can do. I'm doing 80%, 90, 100.
Yes.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you train my style power bodybuilding, you still go to the peak amount that you can do for the rep range you're doing. Mm-hmm. And then it just depends on the rest period in between. Like for you guys that don't know, Doug just started 4 weeks out before our show, started going 100%.
Yes.
So wait a minute. Yeah. The last 4 months, 70%.
Yes. I understand it now. I just didn't I didn't understand that concept. I understand the power lifter concept.
Right. That's easy.
Yeah. They're just numbers in what you were talking about. but what we do is, it was confusing to me because I was going more motivation 100% rather than what I'm actually doing in reality of 100%
Right.
to 70%.
So he peaked out on his bench today. He yesterday peaked out on his squats, but still did 70% because I held him for longer rest periods. I didn't let him go fast. He never fatigued through the workout.
No.
You didn't do a lot of sets during the workout, so the volume was not there. So that's kind of 70% for us in power bodybuilding. Now, the funny thing is right now, I got them on the lean bulk, this lean plan right now, where I'm having them do a lot of, which you would love. It's a lot of supersets. It's a lot of two body parts during certain days, and it's a lot of push pulls. It's a lot of odd muscles working together, and it's a lot of stretching and movements. A lot of stretching before, during, and after. So these people will get better range of motion, become better athletes. So we completely switched the program.
Cool. That sounds good.
That'd be something
Different.
you would try, because he just did.
I'll try it. I'm the
You
best
did-
guinea pig ever.
You are.
I'm the best
He
guinea
stays
pig
on
ever.
point. He did Titan Challenge three times.
Mm-hmm.
He ran it through 3 times, guys. So just for you guys out there to go, you do a program once. It's not how you do it.
No. I think I do that because the first time through was like a learning phase. Then the second time through is okay, I kind of have what's going on, and the third time is I've got it, so I can go that in my head 100% through the workout. That's kind of how I look at it.
That's what 100%.
Yeah.
That's 100%.
Yeah.
I feel the same. So your boys have probably told you we started power bodybuilding a couple times, and we actually had to do week 1 over like 3 weeks in a row. It was like, okay, we didn't get that one. Oh, sheesh. All right, that's not week 1. Okay, here's week 1. Okay, that's not week 1. Let's try again. Let's get week 1. And so you guys at home, don't feel bad about that, because when you're doing a program like that, you get tanked.
Yeah, and I think
such a shock.
people are in such a rush that they realize. Say you do the first week in it, and you go through it, and you have doubts. Like, I don't know, like, yeah, but I have to go to week 2. Like, I can't.
Do you think they do stuff like 4 sets of 10? Okay, maybe 30. No. I just do 20 this week.
Yes.
That way I get my 4 sets of 10.
Oh yeah.
And so it's like they completely don't push it. They're driving safe.
Always.
Where I'd rather you guys
Always.
go hard on it.
Yeah,
and mess up.
And they don't. They
go again.
They get at the end of the first week, and I feel they always think, if there's any doubt, like if you knew the plan inside and out for the week, then go to week 2. And I'm not saying you have to completely understand it, but if you go through first week and you don't feel what you feel like you should have, go back. There's nothing that says on January 1st I have to start week 1, and by March 31st I'm done with the program.
100%.
It's not that.
He's dropping gold for you guys today. And I didn't tell him to say this stuff, but this is kind of the stuff that you guys ask about. This is gold. He lives these plans.
Oh, but to the T.
He's
to the T.
He's absolutely as anal about this stuff as I am. So hear what he said again. You get week 1 wrong, or you get through week 1, but you don't feel like you did it to par. Go again.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Because if you go back and start, you're more familiar with what you're doing, so you have a tendency to put more to it. You can put more into it.
I like it. Or do what he does and go through it, and then just do it again with more confidence, and then do it again with all the confidence in the world.
What kind of food do y'all eat when y'all are working out? Okay, so that would have to be before or after. So
Give them both. Give them both.
Okay, so before
The question is, what do you eat before and after?
Okay, so when I wake up, if it's leg day or back day, I'm my go-to first thing in the morning is 10 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, 4 ounces of oatmeal, 2 scoops of protein, and a bagel with peanut butter on it. That's my thing.
That's his thing on it, on the heavy body parts.
Yes,
the back
on my
legs.
big ones. On the other ones, I can because the only reason.
What'd you have this morning?
What did I have? I had 10 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, and the oatmeal and the protein. I did not do
So you didn't do the peanut butter and
I did not.
bagel.
I
Okay.
did not, because that kind of was, I was okay with where I was food-wise, where I was
Okay.
at. And you were rushing me out the door.
I wasn't rushing you. I was loading the car, prepping everything. I was prepping the sled for Christmas.
Hey, I was loading the car, which means hurry up.
What'd you have after? What'd you have after yesterday? Because it was leg day.
What did I have after? God, I ate so much food yesterday.
We did.
Yeah, I've literally,
We
I've
were
been here
starving.
since Thursday night and
How
have
much-
gained 6 pounds. I was 271 this morning.
He gains weight. He gains a good 10 pounds every time he comes out here.
And it's like, no kidding, like no lie. Like, I don't know. I think I do eat when I'm here, so that helps. But I mean, it's something when I walk in the door, I think I gain weight.
Did Whitney ever tell you about when he came out to do a photo shoot? He lost 10 pounds. He came out diced, looked great, and then he trained with me for like 3 days before his photo shoot was just sunk down and destroyed. He goes, "Thanks so much."
Yeah.
He came out, I don't know what he was, he looked great. That boy got below 200 pounds. He was going to the photo shoot going, "Oh man, I trained with Mike 3 days." We destroyed it.
And then after today,
Okay, so today you had no bagel, everything else.
yes, and then afterwards I had a protein shake, and then when we went and saw
Did you put carbs in there?
in what?
In the protein?
Yes, but I only used water. I didn't do the egg whites this time.
So when you do the,
I did the-
egg whites in the morning, when you do the egg whites in the morning, you don't use water?
No, I use egg whites.
And
I'd supplement
2
mine.
scoop of protein.
Yeah, so I want, for me, I get more out of putting more protein in before my workout, and then the water is after, because I really want carbs and protein. I just don't want that much protein because I'm going to eat.
Right.
And if I put that much protein, I kind of I don't feel like I want to eat as soon as I want to eat. Like, I want to eat pretty soon after the shake,
Right.
but I need something in me for my body to kind of like back up, and so I'll eat.
So then the question is, you have your protein shake after, and then on a perfect day, what would you say time-wise between that protein shake after your workout to your next meal?
35, 40 minutes.
See, that's cool. See, I'm an hour guy.
Yeah,
So that's nice. It's right around that same range.
So that's what I've had to play. I know I told you about it, the baby rice stuff. That's
Right.
what was my problem. Is I want to eat food after the gym, but I need something in my system. And I felt if I'm not careful, I'll put too much stuff in my shake, and then it's an hour and a half before I eat.
Okay.
So that's too far
long.
for me. I want food a little sooner than that. So if I use the water, not the egg whites, then I'm apt to want to eat
gets
faster.
through you and you feel
Yes,
like it.
yeah,
Okay.
just kind of.
So we're both believers in right now, especially, is a couple scoops of protein after the workout with some other stuff, whatever it be. He did some oatmeal. I'll do some collagen and stuff. And then we'll eat between 40 to an hour later after that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Whey equals 100%. Well, that's not even doesn't even make sense. Going from isolation to power. What do they mean from going from isolation?
Where do you see that?
Doing right there, right below what you were just reading. Go right below that.
Going from isolation to power. I'm guessing you're talking about that you...
Doing an isolation move to a power move.
Yeah, are you saying that, or are you saying from a program? You go from an isolation program to a power program. I don't know what you mean, but I would never go from an isolation movement to a power. And it makes no sense. You just pre-fatigued yourself before you're supposed to lift this heavy weight. And it's not whatever, let's get out of this for a second. It's not whatever you can lift in a fatigue state at this point for the majority of the time. I don't mind you doing it once every 4 weeks. Go in, pre-fatigue it, and then do a heavy squat at the end.
Yes.
I'm okay with that, but that should never be your daily routine.
No, because I know that in some of the TC3 workouts, we go backwards, smaller to bigger. Like, but that's what maybe once every 6 weeks. So you go
Not all the time.
and I think that's it. And I love that only because by the time I get to the power, yes, I'm not going to be as strong as I want to be, but I'm nice and juiced
Warmed up.
for it. Yeah, I'm good and warmed up. And I think, so I hope they're not saying like an isolation is a warm up to a power. You know what I mean? So
If you are saying that, don't do that.
yeah, that either. It's the same thing. Yeah, you're,